Okay, so now, one more time, welcome back. Okay, so we are going back after this refreshing break and enjoy some engaging conversation. Now we're ready to dive into the second round with our roundtable sessions. We will continue to explore innovative ideas and discuss opportunities for collaboration across our thematic areas. Okay, so before that, I would love to quickly introduce our impact innovators and impact supporters in Route 2. For impact innovators, we have Theme 1 Healthcare with Mr. Rocco Ciracì. For Theme 2 with Green Initiatives, we have Mr. Fasler Raman and Mr. Hendrik Kohl. And for Theme number 3 of Ecosystem Building, we have Ms. Margaret Mutua. And we also have people with expertise and diverse experience in relevant fields for our impact supporters. And now we will start with our second section. Okay. So right here we see that in this section we will have like 4 impact innovators with us, and each bringing unique ideas and projects that promise significant social impact. And the format will be the same with our previous round. So let's start that. And now I would like to invite our first innovator, Mr. Fasla Raman, to start your presentation on EcoBlock. EcoBlock's vision is to create a waste-free Bangladesh through innovative practices, and it aims to eliminate landfill gases, create job opportunities for ultra-poor, and ensure access to hygienic sanitation and decent housing for all. With the theme of green initiatives, and the goal is investment or business opportunity. Okay, so please start sharing. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Oslet. Okay, maybe with some technical problems. So. Okay, so don't worry. Now, maybe we would love to invite another impact innovator first. All right, so welcome back with Mr. Hendrik Kohl. So who will share his project on Impact Forest UD with Natural Sponge System Vietnam. And it has a clear goal to boost soil health in Vietnam's agriculture and landscaping by using biochar and terra preta. Biochar helps the soil hold water, captures carbon, and supports climate resilience, creating a sponge effect that improves soil quality and helps fight climate change. By using Kila design for water management, so it's treated with biochar will keep more rainwater, stay moist longer, and offer a sustainable way to restore damaged lands. So with the theme of green initiatives and mostly for the IT pitching, okay, so Mr. Hendrik Kohl, please start your presentation. Thank you.
Hi, I think you are muted. Yeah.
Excuse me, could you please unmute
Yes,
yourself?
yes.
Thank you.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, good day, everybody. And I would really explain a bit about our business model for biochar production and biochar terra preta, which is a component of which biochar gives a component to this terra preta, which is a soil enhancer, which has been produced by indigenous people 2,000 years ago and keeps healthy health system without consuming the ability and the microorganisms and all the health of the soil. and can reduce enormously the impact on artificial fertilizing ecosystems and agriculture. Sorry, there is an issue about the screen sharing. I will continue without this presentation in any case, because I have to reboot the session. That's what my computer told me about, because I'm on another device since.
Let's try to share screen for you.
Yeah, because my system told me to reboot the session. So if you have a patience for 20 seconds or whatever it takes to come in again, or otherwise I can even continue without screen sharing, which is a bit of pity, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's working. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it now. Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a bit something to understand the main issue of what we do, and to keep up with this emergency which we have globally now in countries where there is never had been issues about rainfall. We have dry seasons now, like in Scandinavia or in other parts of the world, or we have flooding. So our ecosystems are really out of order. And what is the main impact, or the most important issue to solve, is to heal the soil. Yeah, you can plant many kinds of plants, of trees or whatever. Certainly, you have to have a healthy plant system, which is also obvious. Has to be a synergy of plants and not a single tree, which is always not the right issue. But the main problem is the soil, and we are experienced company in community planting with schools, municipalities, and companies, and for advertising also, which means companies or who does a tree planting, a wildflower, a pollinator garden, does have a great benefit, and for the environment, for their for students and schools, for the community, for the neighborhood, yeah. And these systems do a fantastic job in giving resilience and giving cool down the climate, yeah. And so this is actually what is biochar and Terra Preta. It is a component which gives a super sponge effect, and which has a long-term worth for microorganisms and for water retention. Yeah, and as an example, 1 gram of biochar, which is a bit like the size of a bean, has a surface of 2 tennis courts, which is incredible. And so the capacity of holding water is really immense. Yeah. And so at the end, with this biochar production, what is a bit the business idea, the business model which we draw, which we designed, is producing biochar on the large scales, which has costs of approximately 300,000 to establish a site to produce biochar, and a running cost of in between $70,000 and $130,000 a year. You can earn carbon credits, and you can enhance agriculture. Obviously, yields and production will be really very have really very positive impacts. Then you can also work on forests. Yeah, this has to be seen also with designs, which with approaches on the landscape or in the forests, in which water retention systems are introduced. That means the water flow has to be slowed and brought, has to be kept as long as possible in the landscape in order that the soil becomes resilient again, because that's actually globally what we do have in forests. We have high extensive timber production all over the world. We are giving really a headache to soils. And so with these systems, we can enhance and we can reestablish systems and soils. Yeah. And as you can see, there's millions and hundreds, thousands and millions of places where little biotopes, where little water retention models can be kept with no really big cost. Because what we saw during the last years in working in this field is that okay, there are some countries which are so conscious of of what we are going to meet in the near future, and which is already happening, about flooding and drought. So these interventions here are really very budget friendly, and that is the most important thing, because especially in Europe or in many countries, high costs in climate resilience is a big problem. Okay, so thank you very much. And in the meantime, just to finish, the idea behind this is produce biochar. In Vietnam also, we made some studies about the actual situation. There's big resources in rice production. There is sugarcane, which can be super energyful biochar resources and can enhance landscapes and agriculture in Vietnam and also in other countries. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for your wonderful sharing and insightful presentation, Mr. Hendrik Kohl. Okay, so now is the turn of impact supporters. Please take a moment to add your sharing on the Google Form link that we posted in the chat box. You will have 3 minutes to complete your sharing for Mr. Hendrik Kohl. So please start now. Thank you. Yeah, so 30 seconds left for all of our supporters. Thank you. Please complete your sharing. All right. So thank you for the contributions. Our team will work, continue to work on collecting all of them. So now let's continue with our next innovator, Mr. Rocco Ciracì, who will share the project on FlorenceCare, an Italian innovative company that, thanks to a cloud and AI solution, is capable to solve the healthcare needs of people with chronic condition, disability, and aging population, providing more than 450 healthcare services at home and track the patient's health data. So with the theme is for healthcare and with the goal is problem solving. So Mr. Rocco Ciracì, please start your presentation. Thank you.
Hello, can you see the screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen now. Thank you.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. As she said, my name is Rocco and I'm the CEO of FlorenceCare. What I'm gonna tell you is a personal story. And as you can imagine, many times personal story became real things for a big part of population. What happened to me 4 years ago, I was living in north of Italy for working reason, and I had part of my family in south of Italy. So I received a call from my mom that due to a home accident, she was injured and not capable to work anymore. So in that moment, I became a family caregiver. But then what we realize is that aging population is one of the main problem in Europe, but actually worldwide. According with the United Nations demographic chart, in the next 7 years, a European will reach 1/3 of population over 65. So this means a lot of multiple comorbidities that are affecting these people. So what this patient or the family caregiver like me are facing now, it's a high fragmented situation, fragmented vertically due to the presence of multiple marketplace for a healthcare provider, divided, so very fragmented by discipline. So for one problem, you may need to use 2 or 3 or more different marketplaces, or horizontal fragmentation, because together with the hype and needs of healthcare services at home, you can face also the needs of sharing the outcome of these healthcare services with your doctor. And now in the market, you have apps to track healthcare data, but these are disconnected by all the sources of this data. And this create an increase cost for the patient and also dissatisfaction and not efficiency for the doctor to provide a cure. So our solution is actually a cloud AI based platform that is made with 2 apps. One app is for the patient or the family caregiver that takes care of the elderly person that maybe it doesn't have a smartphone. And the other one is for the professional that as a freelance can activate themselves on the platform. This is going to provide the hugest and largest multidisciplinary platform. In this platform, you can find nurse, physiotherapist, radiologist, technician, podologist, and all the other 22 healthcare professional categories that are in Italy. You can get the services at home and manage the data that are generated during these services. But how it works? Once you download the app, as a patient, you can, with the 2 blue tag bottom, you can order service or managing your data. If you order, for example, a post-surgery medication from a nurse, you will receive in the second imaging all the information of the professional. You can add to favorite, you can see the CV, and you can see comment rating from other patients and customers. Once you get the services, all the data that are provided during the services execution are divided and classified in these three formats that are in the third block. So the first one is in a health timeline. The second one is a dashboard, for example, for blood tests or vital parameters. And the third one is a picture gallery, more or less like a Facebook gallery for X-ray and echography that is possible to provide it at home. In the back, you see a screen, an imaging that is the one that, for example, the nurse can fulfill, taking picture, video, or comment about the data of the patient. All these data are simply shareable with the family doctor or the doctor of the patient using a QR code if they go in person or a WhatsApp link. So actually, our value proposition is what I was explained before. All different professionals in one platform, real-time connection with them. We also want to remark that we don't sell staff renting. We sell single healthcare services. And every single services that is on the platform, and now there are more than 100, is tagged with an official procedures approved by the College of the Nurse, for example, or a physiotherapist. We manage the health data and also the metadata. The competition in the market, this is very focused on the Italian and European market, but can have similarities with the other continent, is very fragmented for marketplace, as I explained before. There are some innovators that are trying to do B2B or B2C or B2B2C services, or health data tracking management like Live in Norway. There is also in countries like south of Europe, the public healthcare services that is actually disbanding due to the cost reduction and new policy. So in this scenario, FlorenceCare put herself on the top of the right, providing data management and home healthcare services. The business model is pretty simple. We charge a small fee on both sides. So for an healthcare medication, a post-chirurgic medication that I was explaining before that costs 30 euro, the patient is going to pay 33. 3 is the averaging cost of usage for patients, so around 10% of the cost of the services. And there is also a fee for the professional that at the end of the month reach, 2,000 euro, and is going to pay averaging 50% as a cost of services. We call it pay-per-use, how much you use the app, how much you pay, otherwise is free. We can do also B2B selling back of services to insurance or to company for welfare for the employee. And the biggest part of our profit is made by the fact that being B2C on the patient, we can monetizing the healthcare data, the data set of the patient, anonymized and aggregated for sure, with the pharmaceutical university and institute of research, and this has a big impact on our financials. One of the most interesting things is that with a plan of 3 years, we have a huge impact thanks to the fact that we have a negative conversion cycle, thanks to the fact that we work with the professional as a freelance with the contract of gig economy. So what we have done so far, we have done traction with one nurse in south of Rome. We called it internally, because we are a sort of software house, our MVP that should be displayed here, but it's not charging, and is the web version. We know, because we won a prize in social impact, that we are tackling SDG number 3 and number 8. And we know that in the next 3 years, we will be able to tackle 7 on 17 of the SDG. We are going to release the 2 apps in the Q1 of next year for a few scale program. And we are also investigating a B2B opportunity. sorry, a B2G opportunity. As I was saying before, we have a 3-year plan that starts with 6-month pilot to test the technology very locally, then a phase 1 of 1 year and a half to scale in Europe and open also Barcelona in Spain. And then the second phase is 1 year to scale in 4 different countries of Europe. Here you can see the progression of the team and the vertical channel that we are going to use. So far, we have a team of 3 co-founders, as myself as a finance guy. There is Alejandra Mancilla. She's an intensive care nurse with more than 10 years experience whole of Europe. There is Davide. He's AWS solution architect and is the CTO that provided us the technology behind this, the cloud technology behind this. Then we have a team of people that is supporting us, and they came from different fields, like Uber for the operation of the professional, from GDPR as a Giacomo as a data protection officer, from HR and other developer. We have also a worldwide team of experts that are supporting us to scale and to tackle the operational plan that I already showed you. So if you want to know more about how it will be the healthcare in future of Europe, but potentially everywhere in the world, because this technology is scalable and exportable everywhere, please add me in and let's stay in contact. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Rocco Ciracì, for your insightful presentation. Okay, so hello, all of our impact supporters. It's your turn. Please take a moment to add your sharing on the Google Form link that we posted in the chat box. You will have 3 minutes to complete your sharing. So please start it now. Thank you so much. Yeah, so 30 seconds left. Thank you so much. Please complete your sharing. Okay, so thank you so much, all of our supporters with your contributions. And our team will note all of the sharing. Okay, so now, Thao, please go back to the stage.
Yeah, thank you. So, wonderful. Thank you for all of your contribution. So let's proceed with our next innovator. Also, the last one for the afternoon. So Margaret, from Elevate SME Ltd, who will present her project focused on pitching innovative idea to support small and medium enterprise. So Margaret, please start your presentation. I believe you're waiting like from the noon until now, so we're looking forward to hear from you. Please go ahead. Can you turn on your microphone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, now we
Thank
can
you.
hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just load in my presentation. Hopefully, you can all see it. All right, my name is Margaret Mutua, joining in from the city in the sun, Nairobi, Kenya, presenting my presentation today. We are at the idea stage as an IT company. And one of the core activities we have in our company, besides we have the consultancy part and the IT that offers purely IT solutions. One of the core activities that we do is networking, network design. And in the course of our work for several years, we've seen that reliable power is crucial for operating network and surveillance equipment, which made us come up with this solution that is called EVERCONNECT, that utilizes the gift of nature, the sun. Yeah. And one of the problems is the grid power being unreliable and unavailable in most parts. It's not everywhere that is on the grid. Traditional other sources of power like generators are not friendly to the environment because of the noise pollution and the emissions, and also the wiring complexity that comes with places, especially if you need to do very remote connections. And this brings us to a solution, which is EVERCONNECT. EVERCONNECT, why? Because we are always going to have the sun with us, and yeah, utilizing that to ensure that the solar power of our Ethernet switches and routers are always on to ensure that there's connectivity at all times. The market opportunity we've seen currently a global shift to renewable energy, which is driven by the climate concerns. Like we have seen that globally. It's not just in Kenya, across Africa, but we've seen how climate change has had adverse effects to the countries and the ecosystems we all live in. There's a rise in the adoption of power over Ethernet technology, which simplifies the connection, increased need for connectivity in remote locations, and also advancements, especially in the solar technology. In Kenya, just looking at Kenya where I'm based and also across Africa, there's a lot of potential, even though like in Kenya, 80%, over 80%, actually it's 90%, over 90% of all the power comes from solar, but looking at the region, only 1%, we only account for only 1% of the global solar generation. So this presents a really immense opportunity in sub-Saharan Africa to ensure that we harness this. Also looking at the networking surveillance market in Kenya and in different places. Onto the competitive analysis, we already have devices in the that are offering a similar solution, but I'd want to present what will be a key strength, which is higher efficiency, solar panels, reducing even the size of the device, integrating AI and edge computing into these routers so that they're more intelligent, ruggedized design to ensure durability, especially for very remote connections that are completely off-grid, and also competitive pricing and focus on niche markets, especially in industries such as agriculture, which is the core of Kenya and also in a lot of countries in sub-Saharan Africa, and also for disaster relief. Yeah, so we are currently a team of two, CTO, who is a network engineer, Victor, and security engineer, and myself. We both have a background in tech and certified also in the area of networking. Yeah, so we're looking for funding and also partnership to be able to come up with the prototype that we can bring to the market. Yes, thank you so much, and looking forward to connecting or responding to any questions and feedback you may have. Thank you.
Wow, that's so nice. Thank you. That's a good presentation. So I think it's time for the in-pass supporter to like give you some insightful comments or suggestion, like any idea. So hey, like in-pass supporter, please take a moment to add your sharing on the Google Form link that and refer to the reference sheet for quick access to the presentation link I posted in the chat. So again, you guys will have 3 minutes to ask questions or give suggestion or like sharing any insight or resources. Yeah, to the project. Okay, so 3 minutes start now.